Welcome back to Sassy Sisters Crafting. This is Sassy Amanda, and today we're going to work on taking the extra pages from a book that we ripped them out in order to make a journal out of it, and we're going to do some stenciling to them, and also going to use the sewing machine to put some nice little sewing embellishments on it. Here is an example of one that I did the other day where I used the distressing ink, and I had traced a rose onto some transfer paper, and then I actually used the sewing machine over the trace marks to embellish the rose, and then I used the sewing machine to put a little embellishment along the edge. And now I have a page that can be used in my junk journaling. So I thought, oh, let's use some stencils. And we can use the de-stressing ink with the stencils, and then I can take and put more sewing embellishments on these pages as well. So let's get started. Here's a stencil that I got from Hobby Lobby, so we could use this. I have some other stencils that I have purchased previously that we could use, and these are some other designs that we can put on to make the different sheets. These are cardboard, the yellow one is plastic. So let's get some of the distressed ink out and see what colors we can make. I have several colors here. We have the Rustic Wilderness. This is one I just purchased. It's the Victorian Velvet. Vintage Photo. You can tell I've used this one a lot. Black Soot and Villainous Potion. So let's get started here. So I think with the sewing, you cannot use just one page, it is too thin. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 pages and we're going to glue them together, and then we'll use the stenciling on them after they've been all glued together. So let's pick 3 pages here. And then we'll put one more together. So there's 3 pages together, and let's glue some more of these together and we can start stenciling. Okay, so we have some 3-page glued together. We're going to put a stencil on this one. Let's see, it fits completely at an angle, so that will work good there. So just so it doesn't move, I think I'm going to use a clip to kind of hold it. And maybe put a clip over on this side. Okay, and then grab our little brush. Let's see what color we want to make this. I think I'm going to use this color for the flower. brush the color off onto a rag a little bit. Okay, let's get the purple. And I can do these little spots up here. Clean that one off. And let's do the flowers with the green. Let's look and see how it turned out. Oh wow, that's pretty. So then we'll do the sewing embellishments on it, and then this can become a page for a journal. For this one, I'm having to use the entire thing because it's very hard to just cut out the be kind. But I am going to put it the one flower and the words be kind. So I'm kind of overlapping into where I put the purple, but not completely. Might have to go back over it a tad with the purple again. So this is going to be kind of a faint stencil instead of fully. I think I'm going to just dab a little black at the bottom of the bee, right where I put the purple. Okay, and then I think I'm going to do something. Aha, very good, very good, very good. Reveal. Ta-da! Oh, not bad. I like that. So now I'm going to take this one and I'll sew with the rainbow around the edge. Maybe do one here in the middle there like that. So we're going to do this next stencil with some of the green distress paint. And I'm going to use this crackle paste. I have not used it yet. I have watched people use it on videos, but I have not. I've not used it yet. So let's see how this works. not going to completely turn it green, but I think that is what will make it cool. Okay. Now, let's get some scooped up this way. See what it looks like, see if we've messed it up or if it came out good. Okay. Oh, not bad. Not bad, not bad. So we'll let this dry, and then I will do probably a couple of zigzag sewing embellishments on the side, and then maybe a couple across the top and the bottom. Not bad. So in addition to these stencils, I was also thinking about some fabric I had and thought I would decorate some of the book pages with some of the fabric. Glue underneath the fabric, then I'm putting the glue on top of the fabric, holding it down, and it will dry clear. Put a second one here. Turtle. Okay. All right. Then we'll let those dry and do 2 more. 3 more actually. So here I put 2 of them at the corners and let them dry. Let's see, what should we do with, I think I'll do these 2. Maybe put them at the top of the page, like that maybe. Try that. There it is, glued down. Then here's the last one at the bottom. So I've got to let that one dry now. So let's go back to the original. So I've got all 4. Let's see. Okay, So it still needs to dry. So once I'm done drying, I'm going to sponge some color onto it maybe, and maybe do some sewing and finalize the embellishments. And then I will show you all the stenciled and the fabric, I guess you would call it decoupage, but it's fabric, so I don't know if you still would consider it that or not, but I will show them all to you at the end, and we can then use them later in our journals. So I decided to add some paint, 2 different colors. I have like a cream and a peachy pink to the fabric decoupage, whatever you want to call it, the edges of these book pages. And in this, I wanted to use a couple of methods. We're going to use the paintbrush, the sponge, and the rag dabbing method, and maybe a combination of the two. Today we're going to finish up our stenciling on our book pages. So for this one, I am going to put these here at the bottom, I think. This kind of just writing. See what it looks like. There we go. Looks nice. Let's do a little bit more. I like it. Very pretty. Let's put a little. See, I like the pink, so let's put some of the purple back into it. Come on. There we go. And we always have to add a little water. Put a couple of these over here. go. And I think I'll put a little bit more at the bottom and then a couple more purple spots. There we go. Pretty. We're going to use this, even though we used it on the purple. I'm going to rub it on here, but if some purple get mixed in with the pink, I won't be upset about it, because it will look cute. And then let's see, let's do some more lettering. Okay, now let me wipe this off and let's switch the writing to green. Very pretty. Then the last one I was going to finish stenciling was this one. I wanted to add something else to it. And I wanted to use the green to addition to this. I wanted to place a couple of This one I think is completely finished. I trimmed the edges, did the sewing, the final stenciling. The rest of them I might do some sewing for, but I will give you one final picture at the end. So we're going to go over the final product. So here we have the sewing across this way. And this one I sewed down the side. I think this one turned out to be my favorite. With this one I sewed across the bottom. This is the very first one. This is all sewing of the rainbow stitching. I like the texture on this one. This one's really pretty, and then I just did one sewing strip down the side. And here's the Be Kind. Just sewed across there and across the bottom. And that's all of them. So that's just a few suggestions of what to do with some of the leftover book pages whenever you take them out to create your own journal.